has been showcased in cinemas?
See, cinema is approximately 120-year-old medium. We have developed a technology which is named as cinematography or a camera. On the basis of that, we started recording the human emotions. And as we started recording the human emotions, we started developing the concepts of narratives. And in terms of narratives, we have formed various structures. And in those structures, we have generated various genres. Human relationship is one of the most important aspects of all the narratives, whether it's a literature, fine arts, or cinema. It's very important to the relationship should be impactful. Relationship should be positive. Relationships should be portrayed in such a way so that we can help the society to recover from their grievances, from their grudges.
How it is portrayed in Indian cinema?
If I talk about Indian cinema, as cinema is everywhere, cinema is equal because all human emotions are equal everywhere in any country because we all are human beings. In that way, especially in Indian cinema, we have more melodrama kind of structures. We have more emotions. Why? Because we are more attached to our relationships. The love of the mother, love of the brothers, love of the father, family, kids, everything is there. And in Indian cinema, it is always portrayed in a beautiful way, whether we talk about Do Biga Zameen, where the person came to the town from the village for the family, whether that is a film like Sangharsh, Dilip Kumar Sahab. He also, although he is in have a love for the particular religion and for the particular cause and the relationships also, whether that is Mother India, where the mother killed one of his kid in the end and tells that ethics are more important, but she has a love for that relationship, whether it's DDLJ, Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge, where Raj can go anywhere to take Simran back, whether it's Hum Dil De Chuke Sanam, where a husband is helping the wife to get her true love. So Indian cinema has portrayed the emotions, the relationships in a very beautiful way that is not portrayed anywhere around the world because we Indians are more close to the human relations.
What are the morally
Sir, as you spoke of the positive sides that has been shown in Indian cinema, obviously, but it has been seen that Indian Bollywood mass films are also criticized for showing the toxic and the one-sided love, and
madness
the madness and love.
जिसकी वजह से गलत स्टेप उठाया.
So like people are unable to move on from their past.
Yes.
Are stuck on one person.
See, the madness about the love was not the part of Indian cinema. It came to us from the world cinema. It was never understood or it was never implemented by the people in our society. Devdas is an example of sacrificing. Although Devdas is destroying himself, but he doesn't give any harm to any kind of love. But we get the harm in the cinema when it comes the dar. in Dar, we have seen the passion of love that I want this girl. I can write Kiran also on my chest. I can do anything to just touch her. Yes, whether she is married, whether she is not married. So that thing has been taken as an inspiration from the world cinema by the Indian cinema, and we were not ready for that. Indian society is not ready for that because we are more close to the relationship. But the beginning from there, the people has started developing the tendency that if you are not going to be mine, I will not let you to become of anyone else. Then as per the research, the acid attacks, they started increasing, and after that rapes were also reported in a way, and violence in love. That was I'm not saying that particular film, don't take it in that way. Certain cinemas is the beginning of the violence in love, and although it was passion, if we talk about the relationship and love, it was passionate love for Mahesh Bhatt cinema. It was romance, heavenly romance, spiritual romance for Yash Raj. Yes, but this was also in the banner of the famous production house. But sometimes some experiments can destroy the society also, because people doesn't know that they need to accept the character. Yes, they need to take the psychology of the character, or they need to take the philosophy of that film. The philosophy is love, that love should be soft, love should be delicate, it should not be harsh. It is not that okay, I want you. If I did not get, I can do harm to you, I can do anything to you. Then another is Bazigar. Same, the flirting romance is shown over there, and that was the change of Indian cinema, where one of our leading actor was the part, and that has become the inspiration for many youth at that time.
So, sir, as we all know that there is a very thin line between reality and Bollywood. Indian people, youngsters specifically, like youngsters in films, there is one hero and one heroine, but in real life you have to move on. You have multiple heroines, you have multiple heroes in your life. So, but seeing that character in those movies, in those toxic movies, so people take that personality कि अगर वो उसके पीछे इतना भागा तो मैं भी भागूंगा उस फिल्म में, अगर मेरा फेवरेट एक्टर उस फिल्म में हीरोइन के पीछे इतना भागा. But people forget that you meet new people, you have to move on. So for that particular thing, don't you think that Indian filmmakers, the mass Indian filmmakers, they lack a lot of like self-acknowledgement, like self-awareness, that they have a big responsibility on their shoulders?
It was always there for the Indian society. We are developing country, and as a developing country, we are not prepared for many things. They are thrown to us, like an example, insecticides and pesticides in the name of green revolution was given to us, but awareness was not there. At the ground root, farmers were not aware that how much should be used, and consequences, we get the cancers, we get the disease with that. Same way, when the mobile telecommunication revolution came, we with the help of one of the leading company, we get mobile phones at very cheaper rates, and we use that throughout the night, free of cost. So certain kind of plans were there, and same way now we have got the smartphones. So moral, ethical education should be given in the schools. It is not the part of the education system, because telling about the morals, telling about the values, telling about what is good, what is bad, is the part of the education that is not given in the schools of India. It should be the part of it, so that the kids, they should be aware of what to take, what to not. They should know the good and bad. They should not take that bad is powerful, I want to be a bad person. Yes?
What are the morally incorrect thoughts or psychology Indian cinema is responsible for?
Many. As a filmmaker, I feel sad when the people, especially the directors, are after money. They don't care what impact their film will make on the society. They are so frustrated that they want the projects. They want that they should get the film, and and if the producer will say that okay, remove this, add this, they will do that. They will not. The films are not director oriented now. The films are more producer oriented. The films are more money oriented, because they need to collect the money. And it's a discussion also that cinema changed the society or society changed the cinema. But nowadays it's happening that cinema is changing the society. Society is not changing the cinema. Why? Because the transformation of as a global village, the transformation of the mass media to different countries has we are watching the world perspectives also, but they are not. They have different culture. They have the different living style. We have different living style. We can't accept their living style. We need to be that morally strong. We don't see that over there as an education system what they are preparing their kids for. But here we are not preparing in that way. We are just accepting certain things which are already there in the first world. As a third world country, we have to be gatekeeper. What to control, what should we give, what to be taken. Yes? And as a third cinema also, we need to understand that although Bollywood is one of the number one selling cinema, but in terms of film studies, the third world countries are known to be the third cinemas. And the third cinema are still finding their roots, finding their small problems. Yes, they are looking their small concerns. So it's there. It's not like that we have created some superheroes. Those are doing Star Wars or Superman, Spider-Mans or other superheroes. So, yes.
How do you think cinema is responsible for embracing self-pain in the name of one-sided love?
See, it depends upon the person, that whether he want to take a one-sided love as a pain. Here, cinema just give a boost to that emotion. But I would say that at the root level, the human beings in the Indian society are not satisfied in terms of sex. They see the pornographies. India and Pakistan are the most, Bangladesh, these countries are the countries which see, with the data says, which they see more to these pornographic sites. So the catharsis they are releasing by doing self-sex, whether that is male or female. So I think in terms of also like Now the government need to decide that to fulfill the need, or this is also the need of the human body. The government need to decide, and they need to allow some red light areas, so that the people should not get frustrated. They should not go more to the pornographic sites. They should not do self-sex. Yes, they should not do the rapes. They should not do the sex within their family. So many things are there which are not only Indian cinema. Indian cinema just boost to those emotions. The Indian cinema never said that okay, you should do the sex with your cousin sister or cousin brother, but Indian cinema does not say that you should do the rape of any girl. Yes, but the frustration of the human need is there, and that's why we are getting certain kind of events in our society. Somehow Indian cinema should take the responsibility that they should educate the society, that okay, if you feel like how can you control your frustration, how can you be how can you divert your mind, yes, or how can you find your love, yeah, how can you make certain girlfriends. Our heroes are rich, yes, it means the girls are also getting inspiration that okay, I have to find a rich boy to become a girlfriend. What about the middle class? What about the poor class? Where will they go? Yeah, so in that way cinema is affecting the society.
Do you think the word love or the modern concept of love came from classic literature, music, paintings, or cinema?
See, love is care in the existence of human being. When the human being has the evolution of the human being occurred, the belongingness was already there, but it was less. But when we developed ourselves in terms of tribes, in terms of small groups, then we started caring each other in a more passionate or appropriate way. Then the concept of families, that okay, if somebody is hungry in my family, we need to give food to that person. But in the early age or early man, we were not in that mindset. It was like, I have killed I have done the hunting, I will eat, this is mine. Yes, don't touch it. We were fighting like you have seen the dogs and other animals, that I have taken it, it's mine, you can't eat that. Then yes, the love was already there. We can take an example that love is also in the plants. Sometimes what happened that two different trees, different breed trees, when they get together, they give more fruits, more flowers. So it's the law of nature. Love is the law of nature, to grow, to give more productivity, to nourish this Mother Earth in a better way.
How can cinema help in catering the young audience in terms of relationships?
As I have already tell you, now if we are talking about Indian cinema, there are certain good cinemas also, which are soulful love, which tells about the attachment, love within the families also, love within the male and female. Now we need to see in this way that less information or less education is also harmful. Now, I will not go to the Varna system. We will not discuss the Varna system. But according to my opinion is that there are only three caste: male, female, and transgender. There is no other caste. One caste is of male, and that is also the religion. One caste and religion is female, and one caste and religion is the transgender. So we have divided different categories as per, but they are also perceived in a wrong way. Yes, they are perceived in the wrong way due to the lack of the education, and cinema is not helping us to identify that education, to give the right direction to the society, that anyone can become a Brahmin also, who will change according to the norms of Brahmin. If anybody can fight, if somebody is fighting for others, to save others, yeah, that can be a Kshatriya. So, and above them, if the person has become so intellect, that person can become Brahma also, Paramatma also, because then there is no Varna left. Then there will be no Kriya left after that, when we are above everything.
So, sir, as creating cinema is not easy, but if we take examples of some movies, Kabir Singh, Shiddat, they have an audience of, like, they cater to young adults and late teenagers. So, who are like most easy to manipulate. So, do you think these kind of films are good for society, which showcase the blind passion towards love, keeping your other lifestyle, your job aside?
See, as I have already discussed, that uh, I feel sad sometimes when our filmmakers are working only for the money purpose. And when they are working for money, when they are working for box office, they have to generate a formulas. They have to go as per the collection. They have to target the territories. They have to target the audience. That is not bad, I am saying. It should be done. But the cinema should be created in a balanced way. It should tell us that, okay, that the balance is the law of nature. Yes, we have taken inspirations from American Pie. We have taken inspirations from many other films in the world cinema. Yes, but we need to understand our society. We need to understand the pace of our society. We are more focusing on the psychology of the characters. We should focus on the philosophy of the concepts. That is the reason why we are deteriorating the society and our creativity also. Some filmmakers are very good. They are delivering very good narratives in Indian cinema. But some filmmakers are focusing only on the psychological aspects of the characters. They are not able to deliver the philosophical aspect of the narratives. Yes, so that there we are lacking. I request the filmmakers that they should not focus only on the psychological aspects of the characters. Many characters have different psychology in the narratives. Yes, but the audience choose the characters. They should not choose the character. You should create a narrative in such a way so that the audience should come out with the philosophical aspect. They should have the curiosity to identify that what was it, and they should know that what is good and what is bad. They should know in that way.
Sir, as you spoke of the psychology of the characters, so if we see films or any kind of literature, that character is designed by a writer who has his own experiences. So based on his experiences, his observations, he designed that characters. So, but in real life, what would be your message to the young people or to the general audience? Like, what would be the perceived? Because everyone perceive the films or literature based on their own knowledge and
Experience, yes.
yeah. But like, what would be your message to the young people to be how to be safe from these toxic literature or the toxic like character designs as you speak?
See, first of all, uh, the education is the most powerful tool. We all need to be educated. We all need to read different literatures. We all should do the research about different cultures, different societies. Yes, education only is the way to help us to design a beautiful, wonderful, ethical society. So the governments, the youth, they should educate themselves. They should study. They should not only study, they should be the part of the observation, be the part of different situations. Yes, they should go into different situation and do the experience of good and bad. Then only they can be able to give the uh, right direction to their kids also, to their juniors. And that's it. That only way to improve ourselves is educating ourselves.
But in that sense, politics can also affect the cinema, like keeping an eye on the relationship sides also. If we rely on government, so isn't that bad for young people to rely on a different body to govern their philosophy or to govern their thoughts?
See, on this point, my opinion is that propaganda was always there, the part of any implementation, and all the mass media are controlled by the certain kind of agencies, certain kind of production houses which are under the influence of certain ideologies. And why they are under the influence of certain ideologies? Because they get budget from them, they get money from them, they have to follow whatever is said by them. So it is always there. We need to identify that what kind of ideology is being given to us by certain filmmakers. Here I would like to say that some of the filmmakers are saying that no film school is required. I am saying that yes, now here we need the film schools to teach the filmmakers about the moral ethics, that what should they do. That is the film where we need the film school. Cinema can be learned by just running after 10th class to any kind of industry. Cinema can be learned in that way also. But intellectuality, IQ, EQ, development of the becoming a philosopher can't be learned anywhere. The person should read good cinemas. The person should do the research about different aspects of the society. Then only we will be able to give some good filmmakers.
Becoming that kind of society. So, like, what is that line that people should be aware of between the reality and like this behind the screen?
On this, my opinion is that people are weak. Some people are weak, some people are strong. And the weak people are easily influenced by certain kind of powerful psychologies. Yes. Catharsis is one of the theory which says that I am weak, but I want to be strong. And if I want to be strong, I need to do something which can make me strong in the eyes of the society, which can make me strong in the eyes of my friends, in my friend circle. Yes, so then cinema helps those people, those teenagers to do the catharsis. But while doing that catharsis, they implement those strategies in them. They like to be villain rather than a hero, because villain is more powerful. They think that villain has a short life, but villain is rich. Villain has choppers, villain has cars, villain has girlfriends. So for that particular time, they can enjoy that glamorous life which they want to live in their real life. So they choose the way of that villains. They like to become the villains rather than the heroes. Hero will get only one girlfriend. Villains will get many girlfriends. Hero may get one car or one house, happy family. Villains have the big, powerful impact on political system, on business system. So they take inspiration of those things.
Speaking of being villains in the psychology of human culture, like we have seen in many films also, like the characters transformation in cinema we speak of that term as anti-hero. So being an anti-hero in a film is adventurous, but implementing that anti-hero-ness, that anti-hero ideology in your life, like if मतलब मेरे साथ किसी ने बुरा किया तो मैं उसके साथ उससे भी बुरा करूँ. So that ideology in the sense, don't you think that anti-hero character that
See, anti-hero has a different tendency. Anti-hero is not like an anti-hero is looking for his own identity. He has frustration of that hero is getting notice. He is getting more noticed. Yes, that hero is something kind of a face of that life. Yes, so the anti-hero, creating the anti-hero is in the hand of the writers or the directors. Yeah, they need to understand in this way. They interpret anti-hero in a wrong way. They interpret anti-hero as just going opposite. It's not like that. The anti-hero means that I am not being noticed. If somehow the narratives helps the anti-heroes to get noticeable, then easily we can help the mindset of the viewers in that way also. There is one film, I don't recall the name. It's about a kind of a hero and a villain. It's an animation film. The villain is bald in that, the animated character, but hero is handsome. Villain is not handsome. Yes, and that villain think that okay, I am the part of this character because I am not good looking. I am not handsome as this hero is. I have to be villain because I am not good looking. But in the end, the film changes. Film changes in a way that the villain become the hero for all the town, all the city. I'm sorry, I forgot the name, but if I will recall that, we can play the clipping of that film.
So, sir, as the media is growing and the internet has given that access to youngsters for content that is not made for them or that is not good for them. Here, who do you think is wrong, the content creators or the access provider or the parents?
See, first of all, I think again I would say nobody is responsible, because media house will deliver the content, because either the government should control them, either the government should scan them, as we have already A grade, B grade certificates, C grade certificates, there are certificates, but still it's there. So it means it's uncontrollable by the government. But now here we need to be educated in our way, in our sense. If the government is not giving any education through the schools, yes, then we should, as a parents, as a family, we should educate the kids. Yes, morally, we all are becoming materialistic. Even the teachers are also becoming the materialistic. They are doing jobs. They are doing 9 to 3, 8 to 3 job in the schools, or 9 to 5 jobs. They are just working for the salary. So ethical values, we have lost the ethical values. We need to regain the ethical values. We have to again come back in touch of our culture, our tradition, that was touching, giving respect to the elders, that was living, sharing and caring to our society. So we need to go back. But some of the political mindsets, they are using that particular thing for their own benefits, to divide certain ideologies in two parts.